I'm giving away another Arduino library, which is intended for splitting a string into tokens. This means you can specify one or more delimiters to mark places at which you wish to split up the string. If you want the library, the link is in the description of the video. I call this library StringTokenizer, which was inspired by something in the Java programming language. Let's look at the example program which I've supplied with the library. This is what it looks like at the time of writing, but it may differ in the future, as I may add to its functionality. This version works with strings stored in flash memory, which is why there is the PROGMEM keyword. As the strings are not declared globally, I have to add the static keyword as these strings are in a function as shown on Arduino's website. This is important, otherwise you would get invalid characters. As you can see, the first string has lots of colons and semicolons to test the program. I specify delimiters which are a semicolon and a colon. You can have numerous delimiters if you wish. These are not in flash memory, as I'd expect you'd be only having a small quantity of them, so the memory taken would be considered an irrelevance. The second string looks more comprehensible, and I'm going to split that up at the spaces so the delimiter is just one space. In this section, I print out all the tokens. I first check that tokens are available with the hasMoreTokens function. I then call the nextToken function, which returns a string object. Here is the result. As you can see, it's printed all the words without the colons and semicolons. Now I print the previous tokens. I do a similar thing with the hasPreviousTokens and the previous_token functions. This prints out the tokens in reverse order. Notice that the final token wasn't printed, as it isn't the previous token from the final one that was printed. Some of you do not like using string objects as they may have concerns with regards to memory fragmentation, so I've supplied similar functions to nextToken and previous_token for those of you who wish to supply a string buffer that has already been allocated in memory. If you want to do some error checking, the functions return a 0 upon success, a 1 if there is an error in the retrieval of a token, for example, you didn't check that there was a token available before retrieval, and a 2 if the supplied buffer's size was inadequate. The output is as expected. It prints out the tokens that follow or precede the last token that was printed. I have supplied a reset function. It simply starts the process again from the beginning. Here, the program prints 4 tokens, resets, and then prints all the tokens. As you can see, this works and has returned all the tokens in the second string, which was split at the space character. I made this primarily for processing large amounts of information stored in the flash memory, but I thought I'd give it away in case some of you found it useful. I've tested this on an Arduino Uno, Mega and the Raspberry Pi Pico 2 with no issues, but for the technically minded, the library uses near pointers, meaning that if the string is in flash memory beyond the lowest 64 kilobytes, it won't work, so a far pointer needs to be used, but I have not encountered any problems with that sort of thing so far. I may add to the library in the future, but for now, thank you for watching.